Hi, it's Eldeen for the Mind Body Project. Welcome back. Day number 15 of 20. So 20 questions regarding anxiety and depression and phobias. So what's today's one? Can you successfully manage depression, or do you have to learn to cope with it? See, right. Manage depression. See, this is the thing. There's a mindset of treat symptoms. Yeah, which is basically what the mainstream does. They're sort of telling people that you can't really do anything. It's just treat symptoms. We've got all the research on treat symptoms, and that's it. But the treat symptoms suits the drug companies. They don't want you to get better. Why would they? Sick people make them money. Yeah, that's why all of a sudden everything's labelled as an illness. Yeah, everything's labelled as an illness or a condition or a disorder because it gives them a chance to make a pill to do something. Yeah, that's why everything is that. That's the way it is. But they are not going to cure anything anymore. They're going to find a way, like you said in that question, of how do you get this person to live with this condition on our drugs, so a customer for life for the rest of their lives. Yeah, that's why with HIV, for example, they're not working on a cure for that anymore because they know how to get you to live with it with the drugs. And essentially, what they're trying to do with cancer. You think they don't know how to get rid of cancer? Yeah, there's been lots of research and radical remissions from not actually using any of the drugs. So there's ways to there's ways to reverse cancer, there's ways to reverse diabetes, but do you think they're going to come up and tell you that? If anything, they're going to hide that and pay politicians to make sure you never know that. Yeah. So the reason why so they are going to do it so that they treat symptoms, so that means it keeps coming back. So that's why you, that's the mindset. But I researched, no, how do you get from A to B? Have the condition to not have the condition. Yeah, and then I added C, which is then thrive. So that's what I was looking at. And I found out that it's come back to basics. It's doing things, again, the Mind Body Project does 5 things. What are they? The mindset. You have to get out of that mindset, this have to manage depression. You got to understand what you're dealing with first of all. You got to understand it's just behaviours, things that you've learned how to do. Yeah, from whatever traumatic experience, or it's usually a mindset thing. It's how you do, because people who have not been labelled depression have the same issues as what you do. But how is it that they're doing okay, or they can recover, or they can then thrive, and you can't? Yep, everyone seems to have the same issues, but there's certain part of the population who I'm studying right now, and it's a mindset. It's how they deal with the problems. Yeah, and then it's obviously the people that help them who sort of limit them as well with their own beliefs, their limiting beliefs. But managing, or you don't have to learn to cope. As I said, I am totally against that, but that's up to you. Managing, I go for the how is it that you are staying depressed? Yeah, you are doing depression, which is your strategy. Yeah, mine is how is it that you're staying here? How do you stay there? Because you have to be doing behavioural things. You have to physically be doing things to keep yourself there. So I work out how is it that you're keeping there, and that's from your behaviours. What is it that you do every day? How do you think? What are you thinking about? Are you thinking about the past a lot of the time, or the future? Yeah. So what do you do? What do you say to yourself each day? What do you walk to work? Do you drive everywhere? Do you do exercise? Do you drink lots of fluids? Do you what do you do to keep this? What do you do to keep depression? Because it's not managing the depression, it's like, what are you doing to keep yourself there? Because once you know that, then you can just stop doing it and then do something else, which will lead you to freedom. But it all starts with your mindset, because if you don't believe that this is possible, then you're going to find a more complicated way to do things. So when I tell people, hey, look, you can get rid of depression in I've had it happen in 45 minutes before. That's my quickest. 45 minutes, which shocked me at the time because I didn't think that was possible either. But once I realised, hang on a minute, wow, this guy's just jumped up and started cheering near enough. It's like as if England won the World Cup, just pacing up and down, going, yes, yeah, you're the best, yeah. Doing that, it's like, whoa, man, what's going on here? But that is possible. But if you don't believe it's possible, then you're going to find a more complicated way to do it. It's deceptively easy to do, or deceptively simple to do. And because it is, you probably don't believe it. So therefore, your model of the world is going to go, right, that just doesn't exist in my model. Here's my model of the world. Here, this is out here. And because it's out of there, you're going to just find whatever is in here. You need to come outside of the box. Start asking different questions. Now, rather than asking what's the problem, ask what's not the problem. Yeah? Because all of a sudden, that assumes resources. So it's not about a matter of managing depression, because that just shows me that that box, or your mindset, or you have a lot of limiting beliefs there, and your box needs to be expanded. You need to come outside of that box and start asking questions like, how do I get from A to B as quick as possible? How do I get from depressed to not depressed as quick as possible? That's what I'd be asking. That's what I asked, and I found out the answers. So that's what you need to do. So you don't have to sit there and just cope or accept that. You can if you want, because some people do. They accept that's their life, or you can do something about it. You can change it. It's up to you.